was entertaining.
TRH.
Hey,
Take this.
Exploring Endgame. I'm Guile of Endgame. Avengers Assemble.
Oh shit, wait, time to wake up. Oh shit, wait, no. No, stop. No. No, back to bed. Uh, pause. Can you hear fans in my? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. It could be, I don't know, we're gonna say negative 400 Celsius outside. If I turn on my computer and I start playing Path of Exile 2, I am toasty warm in a bikini. I am sunbathing on the beach. I don't know why my computer fans go also crazy when this game's open. It's like it requires things from me. From my it requires resources. How does technology even work? I thought that they were done with that. I thought they were done with technology. I didn't think they were doing it anymore. And then I looked and they're still doing it. I don't get it. Welcome to the stream. I am the mana orb. I will be generating all of your mana today. It's me with my big dog. Okay, so on day one, we were deciding between Big Dog Guy and Bleed Concoction Guy. And it turns out they're both fucked. Bleed Concoction did not work several ways I thought it was going to still. And Tame Beast, who would have thunk it that all minions don't work, essentially. That they don't do any damage. It's a pretty scary dog. I feel like he's always doing upper body day. That's a lot of effort for your shoulder blades to be doing. That's I'm playing Pokemon. I've got a whole bunch of Pokemon, and I've been experimenting with the Pokemon. This is all my Pokemon, all of those gems. I've got like one of each. The real one I need is life regen, and I haven't found one. And basically, the minion attacks do... There's not a single beast in the game that can't do like 1% damage to a normal monster's health on a hit. But some of the rare monster modifiers actually deal damage because they're not minions and they weren't coded to like completely fuck you over. But they pretty much confirm minions barely work in their like update. What's been going on in Path of Exile thing. Crazy spooky. Do I have a Pikachu? No, I got hogs. I got fucking, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's a big hog. Dude, he's as tall as me. Dude is as tall as me. Oh, he's all like cut up from all the people trying to stop the hog war. You can't stop the Hogwarts.
What mod are you using? My monobar is not this chunky.
I'm using... Yep. My wife just walked over and said, "What the fuck are you watching?" Like, you're on YouTube, search on. What do? It's Monday! Hey boys, it's Monday! Oh man, every Monday I watch this video, me and the boys. Oh, this gets me ready. I know, like, it's kind of late in the day for some Monster Pig Monday, but like, come on. Oh, it's what's it doing in the trash? I have never done... I haven't done my Ascension stuff yet, so I'm gonna do that as a first things first. But we got into Endgame and then immediately realized the strongest skill on Huntress is Lightning Spear. It's ridiculous. Well, let's do one map. How about we do one map and then we do this? And do the comedy skill. Which is the only Huntress skill they said they're buffing. But I don't know if people know yet that they should not buff it. They're buffing it by quite a bit. And also I just slammed Exalts on my armor and I got 40 spirits. So hold up, I got another spirit gem to put on. Don't know what that's gonna be. What kind of spirit gems are we talking about? We talking about Herald of Ashes? What are we talking about? Are there any good spirit gems in this whole game? Actually, dude, Caltrops on roll. You kidding me? I saw hogs in the thumbnail. Oh shit! Yo, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't realize magma barrier works
Ster.
with bucklers. Oh, but it actually doesn't because it's only based on the armor on your shield. And bucklers don't have armor. That's comedy. That sums up PoE 2. Yeah, I don't know. There literally is nothing. The evasion one. You play the hog clip again? Unfortunately, it's time to play video games. It can't all be Hog Mondays. Otherwise, you would take Hog Monday for granted. So, hold on. Lightning Spear, kind of. But they put a support gem in the game called Volt that gives you charge when you move, and it goes up to 30. And you get here. Hold on. Here's the true comparison. Here's the state of the game. If you want to know the state of the game, here's the state. Here's the state. Let me tell you guys the state. Let me guys put you in the state. Scattershot. Scattershot. Projectiles fire 2 additional projectiles, but they deal 35% less damage and have 20% less attack speed. Because anything in this game that gives you a benefit also has to give you like herpes. So if you want more clear on a projectile skill, you lose 35% damage and you lose attack speed, and then it stops feeling good to use because it's slower, and then it stops killing things. But then they put this quirky Volt skill in the game, and basically the description is gigantic, but when you have 30 Volt, you get +3 chains on your abilities, so it like bounces between targets more, which is more than 2 projectiles worth of projectiles. And also it deals more damage based on how much charge you have. So when I throw it, also if I backdash like one time, you pretty much have 30. So Volt like goes completely against a large majority of their design. And then the thing with Lightning Spear is you also get when you consume a frenzy charge with it, it does like more chains and more damage. And Lightning Spear by default can chain off of walls, which things normally cannot do. So we get the frenzy charge. Oh no, there's a lot of monsters. Type beat. Meanwhile, melee characters, you know, walking up to attack people. You know how it is. It looks more goofy when you're completely surrounded and the whole screen becomes lightning. Wind Dancer is pushing people away from me instead of me being able to get the frenzy charge. It's a little quirked up. It's a little quirked up. Little quirked up. It's the mods on my beast. I don't know. Summons Lightning Storm, which actually damages monsters. something else. I don't know. I'm looking for a life regen beast. Those explosion circles are also my beast. And then cold resistant always bleed. So it's basically just like lightning. I don't know. I've tried a whole bunch of different beasts. The auras are kind of, yeah. I have some haste aura ones that are okay. But I want my guy to deal damage. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen this map. Maybe a new map. Where did it drop all my delirium stuff? I heard it drop. Okay. I have not been able to do the fucking Huntress shit. I've not been able to get Frenzy Charge one time from the block. This is not, perhaps not the best map when I was wanting to showcase how many change the skill does when it's the tiny hallway of a map. I kind of want to like respec into something, but I haven't decided what yet, because this was never meant to be Lightning Spear guy. I feel like Lightning Spear is just inevitable. I'll call it inevitable. Frenzy Charge block interaction looks awful. That's pretty awful. They said that they're adding a Frenzy Charge on kill gem, like a siphoning charge, like Monk has for power charges. And I think that shit is gonna kind of break the game a bit. There's a lot of stuff that in the game right now that's really, really, really good. And the only reason it's not exceptionally good is because it's hard to get frenzy charges. Because I made it so obtuse to do it. Like, even the bow skills. The like, whirlwind projectile bow skill. You can, like, set up that one electrocute pin frenzy charge thing. I don't know. Deadeye supremacy. A nasty cooldown. I don't know. The power charge one doesn't. That was their example. It sounded like a copy and paste job. Wish they made your beast rare effects different. They said that they intended to in the future. In the interview that they did. Actually, what is today? Tomorrow they're doing another interview post-launch. I'm really curious in that one because there's a lot of things people have been pretty annoyed by in this patch. This regenerates life. I am desperate for a regenerates life rare monster for my beast. I am utterly desperate. And I haven't seen one. It has to be a beast. Why do you want regen? Because I want to put Infernal Legion on the minion and I want them to self-sustain the Infernal Legion. That deals their life as damage over time around them, but it fucking kills them. I can nearly sustain it without a regenerating minion, so if I get like a high HP regenerating one, then I'm probably gonna like switch my whole build over to doing that.
I speak.
Play game or gift.
Hey.
Hey, okay, let me do my trial. Other trial. Hey. And actually, because this entire thing is just running around. Dude, hold on. I have to go grab one of my Pokemon. that I thought I had in my inventory. I have to look through every single one. Nope, nope. Yes. Boom, boom. Okay, let's do it. Oh shit. I thought I accidentally ruined this. I started a run yesterday, like early yesterday. And I couldn't stream yesterday because of gym stuff. But I accidentally just walked out of the portal at the end of stage 1. I was like, ah, shit. Well, that's the wrong door. I thought it ended the whole thing. It did not. Serpent's Shamans from Act 2 base regen disappears when I socket it. I mean, is it disabled, or is it not enough regen to sustain Infernal Legion? Myriad! Aspirations! Aspersions. Straight up disabled? How can you tell? Trials should also actually be decent for finding beasts, because I think a lot of the enemies that in these chalices are rare monsters, are always beasts. There's a lot of the serpent characters. I'm pretty sure it bugs the fucking game if you take one of them. But if I saw the beast that I wanted to see, it would be worth losing the run over. But from what we were doing last time, basically the whole gimmick with what I'm doing now is that I have shocked ground wherever I walk because of the unique boots I have. And then this stab skill shoots all of these giant lightning projectiles when you consume shock on an enemy when hitting them. And I'm just doing that against single target. I should not lose my honor. I haven't been in the trial. You gotta redo the trial mindset. Where if you take enough damage over time, it's over.
The choice is I may that serve you.
And then the goal here on this stage where you're choosing your next level is you avoid Gauntlet Trial every single time is your only goal, unless the debuffs are not worth it. Everybody I know loves Gauntlet Trial. Still an issue? What issue are you referring to? They haven't changed at all. They're just really boring. And they take a very long amount of time to do. You have to go back now. Right? I forget some of the layouts because it's been a while. But the layouts pretty much never change. You just have to walk around and click levers. Yeah, I knew it was fucking go around. And because I'm forgetting, I'm taking twice as long. Thought you meant they were difficult? Oh, no. Nope. Whoops. How hard they were on release? I think people were just complaining about the trial as a whole. I'm talking about specifically these gauntlet rooms are like, there's different room types. It really hit me as true. I tweeted about Path of Exile 2 right now is feeling like Diablo 4 is the open world, but you don't get a horse. I remember actually on D4 League launch, you didn't have a horse, and you had to walk to every single quest. And it kind of feels like that again in this game, with how big the maps are, and how you're doing like every single goofy move around the map thing that you can think of, because it's 10 times faster. Oh, there's another dude. Regen life is really like pretty rare. I think they even did a specific patch note change to like make it only appear on higher level monsters, so you can't like find these in early game. And there's a lot of like early game tricks for farming beasts. So that's like 2 in like 10 minutes of streaming. I haven't been seeing any, but also still not a beast. But like it is potentially build enabling. I found it in early act 2. It was a patch shortly after launch, so you could before, and then people were upset, and then they changed it. For some reason, regenerating rares is something that people always complain about in every PoE patch, especially in PoE 1. So I think there's a legitimate, there must be like a very large percentage of people that don't know you don't have to kill every single monster, and then they get stuck on a regenerating rare, and then they go on Reddit. It's pretty common. Surprisingly common.
I would give anything.
Oh, babe. So like instead of running around and doing the gauntlet and clicking all the levers, one of these rooms you just kill one of those monsters and then it's over. This one should just be 3 guys.
Good riddance.
Good riddance. Chalice, hourglass. Yippee! But yeah, it's really sad. So like I think a lot of people league started minions in general, because this was like the league where they added raised specters and tame beast, and a lot of people have been really waiting. Like I've been super waiting for raised specters. I'm not even like that big of a minion fan, and I've been really excited to try it. So I think a lot of people started minions. Apparently all minion types just have like, they deal no damage, and they have no life, because they were receiving a lot of monsters got life reduced in the campaign, so also your minion versions of them did, and then they nerfed minions like 5 times in the patch notes. So you'd have like a horde of minions, like all of your skeletons and whatnot, and you'd go up against like a normal monster, and they would all just die. So like comparatively, you can see my beast is attacking him. You see how much his health went down? Beast, go get him. Get him. It does nothing. No matter which one you get, like you can get like super giga attack monsters that are really strong, and no matter what, they don't do anything. So they're all just Orobots.
Challenge overcome.
It's healing the mob. A little bit. That might... I don't know how much I anticipate that fix mattering. I don't know how hard they're going to go on it. Because, like, you could see how much damage my beast was doing. I think if they multiplied minion damage times 10, I still would not find it reliable. Because my passive tree is... I've gone and taken every single companion damage node. Companions deal damage in presence. Blah, blah, blah. Companions deal damage everywhere. So my whole passive tree is my minion, my one singular minion deals more damage. Every node that is available in the video game and that's the damage it does. Fun fact. But I still benefit from it because I gain the same damage my companion does, so I'm kind of like double dipping companion damage for myself. And I'm not even sure, so like, I don't know. I think they coded the rare monster effects really weird. I'm not sure if they actually benefit from the increased damage at all. But because they're technically not the minion, they must not be because they actually deal damage. I don't know. It's weird.
Magnificence.
A lot of this feels untested. True. Oh, that's decent. Is it? Not really.
Greetings. Go this way. Use that well.
Boom, 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 boom. Monsters deal more damage. Room types are unknown. I feel like both of these are gonna be. Oh, here's the deciding factor. That one's a gauntlet trial. But now I won't know, I think, if future ones are gauntlet trials. Quite the trade-off.
Feel my rock.
These are probably bad beasts, though, because it doesn't seem like they're going to walk with you, if they actually did see one with regenerating in here. Bleed hot dog? Rake is a really bad skill. It's basically a movement skill that applies bleed for the sake of, like, if you need bleed to be on an enemy for some sort of effect, but it doesn't. It deals like 2 times less damage than the basic attack on Spear. And I think at higher levels, probably like 3 times less. But like, if it does 100 damage and its bleed magnitude is 100% on Rake, it's gonna basically do 200 bleed, for sake of argument. But normal Spear Stab is already dealing 200 to 300 damage, so you don't even need bleed magnitude. And the Rake bleed magnitude is irrelevant because it doesn't deal base damage. Math. Fun fact. Hawk to a deadlock on that thing. I'm bringing it back! Bringing it back.
Quickly.
I don't remember these guys' attacks, and I don't actually have enough damage to, like, skip the fight. I remember that. Okay, I remembered that there was an attack like that I need to worry about. But didn't actually remember what the attack was. You roll through it?
Now for you. Being outnumbered did not mean I was outmatched.
That almost fucking killed me.
Greetings. I will use that well.
Boom, 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 boom. What is the one that has jewels in it called? It's like gem cutters stash. Only one that royal. I knew it was something weird that actually is that'll get you.
Greetings.
Trial complete. No, open the door. No, open the door. This one was supposed to have 3 trials. No, open the door. No. Okay, you gotta click the. Okay, you gotta click the top of the door. I've seen a few things like the ultimatum altars are also you have to click the top of them. And I swear they weren't like that before. Beep beep. Get. I forget the layouts of all of this. Just winging it. If I jump up with this, that is a no. Oh no. I jumped technically around these doors? Is that GG? Okay, thank God.
Fear will best you.
I just keep expecting everything to go wrong. I'm on edge. I've been treated badly. I need to unlearn this pain. I don't even have bronze key. Unlearn the pain with last. I can't play last epoch. I have an IQ above fucking 25. No, whatchamacallit? It's the same day. I'm probably gonna play Torchlight instead. A lot of people just like hate Torchlight on principle now that it has pay to win mechanics. Which I agree have gotten a little bit worse. I think they're mostly ignorable. And they're trying to improve that every season. I hope they continue to do so. I think it's like tarnished a lot of people's opinions on the game as a whole. But I do be liking the gameplay. Twilight Reliquary Key. On God? I haven't seen one of those. Where even is it? Curious if... I mean, that shouldn't award the Trial of Sekma items. Because I didn't get it from the boss, even though I got it in here. The Black Desert Online of ARPGs. The Black Desert has players. I'm gonna call in my other Pokemon. I'm gonna do a Pokemon exchange. And I really wish for these guys it wouldn't... Whatever. It don't matter. My favorite Pokemon is Ditto because Ditto is indecision. I can't decide which Pokemon is my favorite. Holy, I don't even know what hit me. I tried to roll, but I think one of those things was underground and I got stuck on it. Fun fact. That run, I'd sometimes, for the earlier trials that you do that aren't like later, it feels like I was not offered a benefit, like a boon, one singular time in that run across both floors. And you don't start the game with a lot of relics to accommodate that. But now we have the relics. So we go again. Wait, what is this? What is this crazy jazz? Okay, the classic roguelite. I feel like I'm about to have like double the health. I think even more because the resistance. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Now, see, now I want to put haste guy back on so I move faster. I need my other Pokemon.
Impressive endurance.
I like I don't know, the survival ones. Debuff, you're cursed with enfeeble. Your fucking run is ruined. Merchant sucks. Set me free. Yep. I like when he says, yep. Every once in a while, if you're lucky, this guy goes, woof, and he does a dog noise. It's pretty sick. Reminds me of growing up. Because I was raised by dogs.
The ritual has been disrupted. A moment of respite.
Watch out for this slam. Dude, she's gonna be saying that in a second. Watch out. She's gonna be saying, watch out. Every time I open this up lately, I feel like I've had goals. That was it. I'm playing the game. Shut up. Shut up. Haste aura accurate lightning mirages when hit. I never see my own beast trigger the lightning mirages. I like really don't. And every time I've tried to test it, your beast is so rarely like, am I able to even get it to take the aggro? Level my 75. 75. Big 75. Okay, Chalice escape. My spear that I'm using is still like a level 45. I'm so far behind on being able to find an upgrade for this. So my damage could be significantly higher. It's not even like bad, but I think that's a testament to how things are going. Things are going like good on the character, but the weapon is also not bad. It just could be a lot better. It's been very hard to replace. That's actually a good beast. Has an aura. Conjure lightning storms is the highest damage thing that I have found. I'm debating if I want him. I really just want the regen one. I'd do it if it was a haste aura. Just want to make sure I don't get hit. You're level 70 something, you need a level 70 spear? I mean, it would make me substantially stronger. I don't understand what the clueless is. Like, it's getting to the point where a really badly rolled 75 required equip spear is just going to default be better than what I'm using. That might even be the case, that I just hit 75. So I wasn't able to use them. You're not using trade? I am. But like not a lot. I haven't been doing it too much. I'm exceptionally poor. So one angle that I might want to go, I was considering, I think that I've looked into it and realized that it's probably bad and I shouldn't do it. There's a helmet that makes it so that enemies near you are ignited. That costs a bit of money. Yeah, I missed one because I'm yapping. So enemies are always ignited in your presence. I have a really huge presence range because of my companion buff stuff. Like, so I already have to have a high amount of presence. So like everything would always be ignited, which doesn't do a lot of damage, but it enables a lot of spear skills. So there's the new support that creates molten strike projectiles whenever you hit a ignited enemy. And I was thinking of trying that with the monk quarterstaff, like that does like the whirlwind, because it would just be triggering the molten strikes. Because it counts as a strike skill for some reason. There's a lot of weird ones like that in PoE 2 right now, where they strike in PoE 1 is very deliberately like I am striking. This game, there's a lot of like AoE hits, like the whirlwinding on quarterstaff. That is a strike skill. Yikes. So I was thinking of doing something with that, but my minion having Infernal Legion would accomplish a like similar thing. My minion is able to sustain Infernal Legion, like I've been talking about with the we get a regenerating minion. then it will also have an ignite aura, and he's usually around me.
Riddance.
It'd probably be a more annoying version of the same thing because I'd have to wait for him and have it be on like an actual quick minion.
I would give anything for a sip.
Flip roll. Flip roll. Flip roll. Flip roll. Flip roll. Flip roll. Give me a horse. I was thinking about it because I was considering also doing some crossbow skills. There needs to be the Soldier 76 sprint button for mercenary crossbow. It's thematic. It would feel nice because otherwise it just feels like you're walking, or you're walking even slower when you're shooting. This game is pure walk pilled. Give me a sprint. Give some fucking insane downside to it because you're grinding your games. Like, make me get stunned if I get hit while I'm sprinting. Like crazy, you need crazy stun threshold or something. But please, just let me run. There's so much time. Can you crossbow on Roa? No. Also, I have to keep reminding, just in case. Wait, what did I just get? It doesn't not. I don't think it shows up until you leave. I didn't read. That the row amount does not make you move faster.
Is formidable. Steel yourself.
I think a lot of people are default assuming that, and I've had a lot of people surprised every time I say that. Cool. I mean, shield charge is basically already, people are using it to sprint. Like, what if you buffed the damage of shield charge? They kind of did. Made it like an actual fun attack skill to use, and then just add sprint. It doesn't even have to be that fast.
Always onwards. Go with strength.
I think that's what I'm begging for, even though I know it's not gonna happen.
They game for gift.
But I will get on my knees. I will crawl
That well.
right up to the devs. I'll do it. Every character weapon swap blink. I think everybody did weapon swap blink. I was doing it. I like the moment blink was available, I was like, time to do that. But people are jumping through so many holes that every time people say the maps are too big, Jonathan says no. Actually, there aren't enough things on the map. That would not make them feel smaller. Like in the Grellwood where there's 700 things to do, I think that map is too fucking big. They like in the most recent one where they doubled down on that again. I just used all my money. Feel exhausted after 2 maps. I was going through the campaign off stream on the second, like through cruel difficulty, and I was like, man, this game is like a mobile game. Like if you do one campaign map, that's like, that was the play session. Yeah, so I got what was it? No one ever brings up is it the Shar in Act 2, that city where all the vultures are? That place is, that's what made me think PoE 2 is like the Diablo 4 open world, but without a horse. Like if you imagine walking from a city to a city in Diablo 4, that's one PoE 2 map. These all suck. Um, 5 seconds out of combat, you should get a sprint buff. I'm fine with that as well. I mean, I think everybody would be fine with that. But like, I don't know, I guess like same thing, different implementation. If there was a sprint skill and you like took damage while you were sprinting, then it would end it or, you know, stun you. Anything. I feel like just like 40% of my playtime is walking. Thanks for the walk emotes, guys. It really helps clear it up for anyone who wasn't sure what was being talked about and they need emotes. I appreciate that. It's like you're making subtitles for my content. But especially because the alternative to that is just shitty gameplay where I'm doing backflip roll, backflip roll, backflip roll. Like, it's also like disengage is one of the fastest movement abilities in the game, but it's also just obnoxious because you also have to face the wrong direction to do it. So like, how counterintuitive is walking in this game? Can't even walk straight. It's just not a big deal in PoE1 because shield charge is fucking insane. They decided to not put shit like that on cooldowns. Teleports and movement. You have movement abilities. There's movement abilities. Yeah, I think the only other action RPG I've ever felt this issue in was the first time playing D4, because you didn't get the horse until like Act 3 or like towards the end of the campaign. That shit was miserable. But flashbacks. Weird too, because they're like Diablo 2 is the Path of Exile Bible. Like, dude, we just want to be Diablo 2. We wish so bad we were D2. We like fucking ruined so much shit from PoE 1 just so we could feel more like D2. Like, dude, Diablo 2 has no cooldown teleport through walls. And they realized everyone liked it, and even Blizzard was like, okay, we'll make the Enigma rune word so every character can do this. Sure. They really liked it when you ran out of stamina. I think they did. I think they're fucking masochists. Forget how this one works. I mean, I don't think everybody knows they are. It's just that they said the PoE 2 early access was like significantly more popular than they expected it to be. Which I'm surprised they got surprised. And I think if you're gonna have a popular game, you might have to make some popular choices, and they're being confronted with that now.
Stand tall.
But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't work in modern day, where I think Diablo 4 even tried to be a slower game, and then every single season they gave the horse 20% move speed and shit like that. Random, lose a random, lose a random. Dude, that shit was just like crafting. Oh yeah, I don't know what the encounters are. Spam stamina pots. I was reading chat. It doesn't tell me what the rooms are. I didn't notice it. Slower, more deliberate than PoE1 no matter what? I don't think so when you can attack while moving. I've always thought that when they said they wanted this game to be slower and more deliberate and they announced that they wanted you to be able to shoot your bow and arrow while you're running, it's like, game is going to power creep immediately. And then you're just going to be moving while attacking. You're never going to have to stop. And you're gonna one-shot everything. I mean, temporalis can be an exception, but they even nerfed that. I hate when you heavy stun enemies and they roll away from you. Dude, I'm just fucking angry about everything today.
Relish your mortality.
I'm very upset. If this is a gauntlet level, I'm gonna be mad. Thank God. I don't know. I'm just curious how long it's gonna be. I'm kind of expecting like Path of Exile, new season patch, come to the reveal stream. So guys, we've heard your concerns, and now we're going back and making everything a lot more like Path of Exile 1, and we're doing this, and we're doing that, and we're doing... It's happening one by one. I'm just wondering if they're ever going to have like the, I don't know what I'd call it, like the... a lot of games do this. It's like the Overwatch Classic moment where it's like, remember the game you used to like? We're bringing it back. Every patch it's a little bit, but I think one day it's going to be like, you know what? Fine, let's rip the fucking band-aid off. Like this season, they had previously the you can only die once in maps. And then they're trying to like figure out like, well, how are we going to do like portals and maps? And like, it's really, we don't do the PoE one. It was PoE 1 was the answer. But here on Jeopardy and every answer, what is Path of Exile 1? You already did this. It's already in engine. There is no programming required. That's crazy to think. The most cost-efficient solution to your problems. You're so resistant to it. Tekken 8 fans? I don't know what's been going on Tekken. I've been seeing that everyone's quite upset. Do this death bug. Nerfs everything. I mean, there's a degree of they did need to take a step back in like player power. Like a lot of what I'm saying isn't, I don't even think necessarily player power that they've tried. Like I think they've gone too far actually in the direction of things that they can never take back already, as it relates to like they want to like make sure they don't ramp things up too quickly. And what I'm talking about is when you have melee skills like the one I've been using that shoots an entire fucking line of horses. That's the problem. It's not that you move too quickly. Like when spears were being announced, I thought like, oh cool, like lightning spear, that's a cool like Amazon Diablo 2 throwback, and that's gonna be the craziest shit you get. And then it's just gonna be like bleed skills and physical damage because it's on the bottom of the tree. Like Monk, I get Monk was like, oh, all elemental skills with a staff because he's like intelligence and dexterity based. And then you get to the bottom of the tree, the pure dexterity weapon. Why do you even have half of the skills that exist of like, I don't know. I think that you could put most bow skills on spear and you could put most quarterstaff skills on spear. And they say they want like weapons to feel different, that you wouldn't notice the difference. Like if I had the fast weapon swap, and this is what I've been thinking of doing, is using quarterstaff and spear, but if I get my weapon swap speed up, which is really easy on Titan, it's just like 2 skill points and it's instant. When the animations are happening so quick, you wouldn't even notice whether or not I was using my spear or my staff. It would all look the same. I don't even... I was jumping and then I was in the air jumping and it like stopped me. Ah, God, this is gonna... I just want it to be out of here. If I just kept fucking attacking, it was fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Another barrier. Another chance.
Suck on my nuts. I can't believe that even killed me in one shot. Oh, it's because my cold resistance is giga low. But I really thought I was out of the AoE of it. That's why I was like mid disengage. So be scared of cold guy. Can do. Hold on, I'm stuck in the loop. I could talk forever. The contradictions and the weirdness. It's just so interesting. When initially the game was showed, there was a lot of concern from players who were like, the game looks too slow, was all anyone was saying. So in one of the interviews, they were talking about how slow the game is, and Jonathan was like, you know, it only just, you know, obviously it only looks slow because we're, hold on, reading auras. We're generating life into aura. Dude, this one's big. Dude, this one is fucking perfect. This one's fucking insane. Other than it being a shitty ranged one that's going to stand still all of the time. I don't think it worked. I saw me cast Tame Beast. No, it didn't work. Literally perfect minion. Did they fucking change it for Trial of Sekhmet, so I'm not allowed to brick my game, so I missed out on the one minion I've been waiting fucking like 30 hours of gameplay for? We'll never know. Anyway, so back to why the game sucks. What Jonathan was saying. Just skip that example. That one's irrelevant. That guy had haste aura, right? That guy was legit perfect other than the minion type. Everyone was saying game was too slow. In an interview, Jonathan was like, we didn't really slow the game down that much. As an example that we didn't slow the game down that much, we can tease to you that Flicker Strike has no cooldown. And everyone was like, holy fucking shit, like no cooldown on Flicker Strike. And no, originally he said it didn't have no cooldown. That's normal for PvE1. They said that Flicker Strike didn't require charges to use, which they obviously went back on. I'm pretty sure that's what was said. I'd have to like find the interview and go back on it. But then even then it came out, the game came out and that was not true. And then people found ways to like sustain Flicker Strike even longer and they nerfed it. So like it's a lot of like, don't worry about it, that's not true, it's fine. And then they do everything in their power to make sure that it is true. Freaking gauntlet trial. Hinder aura? Yeah, Hinder aura is still good though. I would have been very happy. Every once in a while, I've tried to tame beasts, and it's usually the ones I'm the most excited about, or maybe it just feels that way because it fails, but sometimes I cast it on them. And the game, like, you can see like a Pokemon ball go to them when you cast it, or like a sigil appear underneath them. And it just didn't happen. But yeah, no, I've actually been looking for a regenerating life minion since I started this character. So that's a shame. And that might have been because they had to bug fix it, because that really was like bricking people's trial. Because you would try and get a beast in here, it requires you to kill the rares, and then you kill one and it didn't understand. Which is weird because they count as kills everywhere else.
That was close.
The point in upgrading the skill gem of Tame Beasts? I mean, you need, it is the same level as the beast gem you'll have, and then you get a higher level beast, and it's important to have high level minions. Is one of the like only ways you can scale them.
Because entertaining.
Starter.
I'm curious. I'm not that curious. I was gonna see if I could tame a beast in here and just see if like it was a coincidence that that one fucked up. But like if it really does break the trial, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not too upset because I still would have been really annoyed with that minion. Because it stands still and casts rather than walks at enemies because it's not melee. And I would need it to go near things to apply the ignite aura. You have to upgrade a new gem for each new companion? Yes. Which they said that they want to change that in soon. Like in the next week or two, they want to add the ability to remove a beast from a gem somehow. right. That's part of why too that I need like an actually good beast so you can commit to the gem upgrades. I feel like, you know, Raise Spectre and Tame Beast, as in total time spent on a feature, has to be one of the absolute highest in terms of development time. And it's a shame they released and practically don't work when they were promised to be in the game on the first season. So from when it was said they would be in, they've had an additional 4 months and all of the Path of Exile 1 development team. So it's kind of frustrating. Cultist Archer Spectres, do they deal damage? Are your Spectres hurting enemies?
I would give anything for a sip.
So I was gonna say, if this is a gauntlet, I should not have come here. Wow, that trap, that's so hard to avoid. It's so... I'm in the gauntlet. I'm in the gauntlet. It's gonna get me. It's gonna get me.
Fear will best you.
Wait. Hold up. What? I'm zoning out so hard in here. Can Chronomancer temporal rift through those doors? Like that door, if I temporal rifted through it, I would just be at the exit. Time to fucking make a Chronomancer. Yeah. Excuse me, what is the trade-off here? Oh, I was like, I don't even care about that. I was like reading that as though that were a boon. A random minor affliction can actually like just end your run. You can't take any of those gambles without knowing. Made they said in the interview that not a lot of people were playing Chronomancer, so they wanted to add something more offensive power related to it. So they added a new ascendancy node to it this patch. And it's not power. Like sort of is, but in Chronomancer fashion, it's like kind of irrelevant. Yeah, like Unleash is already a support gem. I'm also curious because the phrasing on the Unleash support gem suggests that the Chronomancer node doesn't work. Because Unleash has a maximum of 2 unleashes, and the Chronomancer Unleash skill, which for some reason is named the same thing, says that it gives 2 unleashes. So are you just skipping the cooldown of waiting for Unleash, or can you get a max of 4? It doesn't sound like you should get a max of 4.
The road ahead is formidable. Steel yourself.
Yippee. Yippee! Yeah, I'd be killing that, like, before it acts, if I actually had a weapon of my level. For sure. Blah blah blah. Hey blah blah, but what do we got? Monsters reduced HP.
Go with strength.
I deal more damage. Okay, there it is.
Onwards. Fight with intent.
Cool.
Use that well.
Cool, cool. Is there, Cool, cool. You know Sims language? Gabba bleebin. Holy schmorkin. A little bit. I dabble. I do a little dabbling. Do a little dabble. Do a little dabbling. Rewards are unknown. Who cares? Leba North. I'm a bloatfish. I made 2 Sims documentaries. You pick up a little bit. Pondering on the mana orb Ster. If you shake mana orb Ster, he says one thing that sucks about PoE 2 that PoE 1 did better. What a weird thing to just have laying around. Just keep getting shook today. I don't want to. Shake's orb? Transfigured skills, which they said they were going to add to Path of Exile 2 eventually, and they saw no reason why they wouldn't. But that was like 2 years ago that they made transfigured skills in PoE 1, and they've never really followed up and added that many more. They added like 100 in the first season. They said this is something we're going to keep doing and expanding on. And then the next season got 3, and then the next season got none. And they said they wanted to use it in Path of Exile 2, and basically what a transfigured skill is it is an alternate version of a skill that already exists. So perfect example would be currently there's Killing Palm on Monk that gives you a power charge when you kill a monster. Now they're doing, in their own words, the exact same thing with frenzy charges for Huntress. Well, in Path of Exile 1, we call that a transfigured gem. And the cool thing about them is that you don't have to make new animations. You very barely have to make new skill effects. You could basically just do Killing Palm, but instead of blue, it's green, and the players are happy. But instead, we release a Huntress who has like fucking 10 skills that are usable. It would feel like a whole lot more if you could have like a slight variation on any of these and not be hard committed. Like, for example, rapid strikes that ignites at the final hit instead of bleeds. because they seem to have a unique spear that has some intentionality around igniting and bleeding at the same time.
Come.
Dono a lot more quiet than the music. Yeah, too bad.
Greetings.
Too bad, we're jamming.
The choice is made. You will succeed. I will do my duty.
It's because PoE is so loud and it's based on my global audio. Did you enjoy Legacy of Frisia? Thanks for subbing, by the way. 1 year. Big year. At Legacy of Frisia? I think because they made Legacy of Frisia, Path of Exile 1 is more fresh in my mind and how much fun it is. Good ass game. I don't understand. Legacy of Frisia was one of their better Path of Exile 1 seasons. And it apparently took them 2 weeks to make it. And then they put all of the PoE dev team back on PoE 2 for 4 months. You can get 19 ascendancies in 2 weeks, or 5 in 4 months, but also not have even tested if you have the ability to pick the blacksmith when you do your ascendancy type stuff. Someone shook the orb again? There was a sub message he asked. I mean, I guess the question was more so, did you like Legacy of Frisia? And the answer is yeah, it was cool. Is that ascendancy fixed, by the way? Yeah. But if I fixed... Someone shook the orb! That blacksmith has a fucking ascendancy node that lets him hit his anvil 4 times. Everybody who saw it in the reveal trailer that plays PoE fucking laughed at it. My initial reaction, they showed it on screen and I said, this is the new worst ascendancy in the game. And it's so classic that it's a warrior ascendancy and they have to make them as awful as possible. And it comes out, again, after the interview, they were saying, oh, every time you hit the anvil, you get a couple of uses of the... You know, you get one! You get one... Your weapon can hit 1 time as a buff. For every 1 time you hit this fucking anvil while you stand still. Why are we standing still? I wouldn't mind if it was more, because, like, Warcry, you stand still for a second and you get weapon buffs. That's, like, kind of on brand. But 1 hit for 1... It's just complete nonsense. Someone in the studio has to know that. Why are they not letting that guy talk? I know they have people there that can talk. I know they do. I saw someone suggesting that, like, if you were gonna have to stand still, if that were a Path of Exile 1 ascendancy, yes, just give me the movement speed. I don't care. What's the debuff? You have no evasion. I have no evasion. I have no armor. Okay, that might have been bad. That might have been real bad.
Because entertainment. Reflect upon these geese, little plum.
I know too much. Yeah, every single thing is going to hit me, and it's going to be brutal. It's like the Overwatch level knowledge that for a long time I could quote every single Overwatch interview forever. So it just makes you even more upset when you know that they're saying just such weird shit and contradicting themselves. Usually the grinding gear has been like great though. I think that they needed this league to bomb for them to stop sniffing their own farts kind of thing. I should not have come in here. I thought this was the way to go. Positive feedback loop? Well, I think they've been in a positive feedback loop for like the last 3 years making it. I don't even know. If they hadn't had anyone playing it. But based on even the interviews they were giving, it felt like Path of Exile 2 until a few months before they released it, the early access, was like an art exhibit rather than a video game. And they had just commissioned like millions of dollars worth of art and put it in a video game that had like no mechanics. And like right at the end they're like, let's just restart it. Let's rebuild from the ground up. PoE. Fucking urn is in the way. Get out of the way. Anyway, I should stop. I should stop. They're doing another interview tomorrow. I'm very curious about that one. Because the last interview they did before the launch, when it feels like now there are so many questions that could be asked, the kinds of questions that are being asked before the season starts are insane nonsense. Why am I failing this? Like the one I was quoting, the question in this interview was, if you fight rogue exiles in a higher tier map, will they be stronger than if they were in a lower tier map? Was the real thank you for your time letting us interview you question.
Two ancient guardians await you ahead.
It's kind of how the game works. Okay, let's not die to these chumps. Kill cold guy first because I have no cold resistance. Well, don't kill him technically first, because I think if you kill them you have to kill them at the same time. Being careful.
Now for you. Being outnumbered did not
I think that I don't know why that dealt so much damage. I have a shit ton of life. I mean, I know I have no armor now, but it's elemental stuff which ignores armor because that's why armor's bad. It's one of the many reasons. I guess it's, yeah, no, it's the cold resist is why I'm getting hit, but I don't know. I forget what I was even saying. What am I talking about? Who am I talking to? Who's even listening?
Greetings.
I just imagining grandma sitting on her rocking chair and is like, I need some background noise. I want to hear why the fuck this PoE 2 patch didn't quite hit. And I'm just gonna like go do something else and just have it like the noise. I just need the noise of it. Really gets me in the mood to do my crafts. Or at least I'm not. Those decisions that were made or something. I don't know. I can't really hear him. I hope he's having fun. Wow, 41% block on a thingy. pretty big. I didn't know they went that high. What the bat do? The bat casts like lightning storm. I'm gonna take him off and put on somebody with haste aura. He does do like bonus boss damage. He actually deals damage with the lightning storm, a relevant amount. My mother has the tiniest drip feed of PoE 2 conversations because of the Elon Musk story. You guys know the Path of Exile 2 Elon Musk saga had a new entry? That he streamed it again yesterday. Elon Musk went live on his private plane streaming Path of Exile 2 and died to the mud burrower and then stopped streaming. I think I saw people saying he died to like the Hillock boss as well, but I didn't see. And he had people spamming him the entire time in like DMs, like on screen, that would show up and just say like fucked up shit to him. Which he did not know how to turn off. There's like /DND command, do not disturb. But instead of typing that, he individually went through and ignored each person personally. That's our world #1 Path of Exile player.
Swift magnificence.
Don't forget, I'm not forgetting. Gain a random minor affliction. Ooh, gain a random blue. Nah. Okay, we gotta focus. Some floor 3. I don't want to die. I really don't like the floor 3 boss. As a meleeer, I'm concerned about it. Boo. There's one more down in the bottom world. Over here. Cool. Oh, no? I'm trying to read chat. There's some big text in there. I'm trying to read some freaking chat. You want to say yes. Just do it. Do we use up the Ster gauge? You gotta cast a spell.
Relish your mortality.
But you need to know the exact, like it's complicated to know how to do spell casting. Not a lot of people are very good at it. Oops. Me accidentally trying to jump forwards.
Impressive endurance.
Wah,
I would give anything for a sip.
wah, wah, wah. Reduce the effect of your non-unique relics. Ugh, that is brutal. I want to restore honor, but I guess I gotta take afflictions unknown, but then you're gonna get an even more unknown affliction ahead and then you die. We're gonna have to take that risk. Bop, bop, beep, boop. Did that poison hit me? Cringe. Cringe. Do they ever run out of fire or balls? It is completely self-sustaining. It recycles every bit of fire. It's more potent than the sun. Don't ask. Okay, we got like 2 rooms left to do. So you can be patient a little bit longer and not walk through traps, right, streamer? No armor, no evasion looking ass. This you? I pay the price. I sure do. Did I... How much money do I have? I have a lot of money. Merchant sounds nice. Let's secure the dub. What curse did I get? That's funny. I have no energy shield, no armor, no evasion. Traps are faster? Oh yeah, that's what that was. That's... Wait, was that what that was? I don't know. Wait, did I even get an unknown one? I kind of... I'm just trusting you. Did not expect to be in the trial this long. One more. And then we have to fight the Scorpussy. The hot babes. We're about to fight the Scorpion Babe. Coming for you. She will be mine.
The ritual has been disrupted.
Scorpion babes in chat? No, I banned them all. There was a few here not that long ago.
The choice is made. Fight within. I will do my. The choice.
But I got rid of them.
Serve you.
Scorpions are pests.
Beware the scorpion sting.
Must beware of the sting.
Must beware the scorpions, beware the sting. I must beware the sting.
Make haste. The sands fall.
Beware this thing. Okay, usually it fucking runs around the arena 30 times like it does a Chimera cosplay. That was good.
I sense another being resides here. Perhaps you can challenge them if you can find them.
What are you? Wait, you can find them. What are you whispering to me? Relic slot unlocked. I'm realizing my full potential.
Rest a while.
You can't do floor 4 yet. I can't. So we got our ascendancy. I think I want to try this. I've never used it. Your hits are crushing blows, which essentially means that you don't have to fill the full stun meter on any enemy. You kind of just get like a culling strike of stun. I think is the best way to look at it. And then after that, we get 50% more damage against heavy stunned enemies. I might go for the life. There's a couple of things that give you, your minion, your life regen. And if we're going to try and sustain Infernal Legion later, me having more life will help keep my minion alive. But I just want to see how it's feeling with the crushing blow situation. I'm also curious, there should be some support gems that like trigger things on heavy stun. I don't know that I have a single skill that would like really benefit from that though. No Snoop. Sorry, Snoop. Not allowed. Trying to get airtime on my stream. I'm not gonna pay you fucking thousands of dollars to show up and shill the Ster stream. It's not worth it. How does it feel to be out of ultimatum prison? That was an ultimatum, but it feels good. It was real good. Feels real good. So map, do a little mappy. I'm doing a little nappy. See how it feels to stun things all of the time. Cursed with temporal change. I think those are bugged in a weird way. It's kind of fun. Oh, hold on. I want to do it. I want to see if I'm right. This wouldn't have been possible before, I guess. But if you freaking die, it removes the temporal chains from you. Like permanently. And it should be, I don't know why it doesn't tell you here how many portals this map is going to have when they changed all this. Oh, it says on the revives 4. So we're gonna walk in and just die. And then I think you're no longer, like, otherwise we are cursed to move giga slow the whole map. So can I get a few guys to come over here and kill me? No longer cursed. Got him. A lot of guys here. Lightning strike. They're buffing it. They're buffing it. Oh, I thought I didn't kill all the monsters. No, the strongbox just didn't drop anything. I should have expected that. That was the most likely outcome. Getting the wee bits around it. Getting a wee bits around it. I think I left a rare back here. So current goals, I hope that I find a beast with rejuvenating life modifier. And I hope the chatter was wrong that it disables when they start taking infernal minion damage. That there's no reason for that, but you really never know these days. Melee weapon, by the way? I don't think you could say melee weapon, by the way, about spear. Well, the whole point is that it's both. But I just, you gotta know the projectile ones are the good skills. The only reason this melee skill has been working, I think, is because of the extreme gimmick of permanently shocking people that I walk over. Melee is an illusion? I believe that. These have been so hard to click for me lately. The shrines. Okay. I'm really trying to use the parry mechanic. They should just make the AoE bigger on the backflip if you've blocked recently. You miss the person almost all of the time. But yeah, when you have the frenzy charge, and they're gonna make it easier to get frenzy charges so the skill's getting buffed, and they're also increasing the attack speed by 25% so it's getting buffed. Yeah, like I didn't hit either of them. Freaking volatile. Electrocute for combat frenzy. I really should. I've been holding on. Like I feel bad. I can't get over my action RPG like good guy. I don't know. Don't want to be the bully. These monsters do not deserve me equipping combat frenzy. They just don't. I haven't been looking for the heavy stuns and seeing how that looks. So I guess when I think back, I have been heavy stunning most of the big guys. I think a lot of the small enemies are just dying first. Yeah, use heavy stun. But yeah, it's pretty annoying that when you heavy stun people, they like I don't know. If an enemy like is that close to me and you're aiming at them and you can see their health bar, you stand in place and do this, a spear. But if your cursor is further away behind them, not aiming at the enemy fighting, then you dash forward with every attack. So if I'm actively like aiming at this enemy and I stun him, he rolls back and then I stand still because my target is on him. My cursor has to be on the side of the screen. It's really bad. A lot of skills in this game do that because it's like, this is a console game and it's made for controller. Not bad, pretty good. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I need a cannot be frozen charm. Every once in a while it reminds me that I'm living on the edge by not having one. Was there any other rares? No. Improve the Valve Factory layout, or am I tripping? No, you're thinking of a different map. I think the one you're thinking of is just called Factory, not Valve Factory. Or Foundry. They did not improve it. They said in an interview they would, and they wanted to remove maps like that, and they gave that as a specific example, and it's still in. Dastard. Dude, a fucking dastard armor? I don't know I've seen this that just has like innate life on it. That's pretty dastardly. It's pretty damn dastardly. So I either wanted to find the rejuvenating monster, as I was saying, or
Yes.
get enough money and then I can get a unique that makes me emit ignite aura, and then try some goofy stuff and realize it's not very good, and then probably stop until Torchlight comes out. Or next week, I think actually me and Jerma are gonna do a little co-op, which I've been holding off on making a new character because of that. I kind of do have an urge to see how the early game feels now after they made the changes, a multitude of changes. Can you break like Yeah, you don't have to run high tier mod maps on a tower. I thought they said something about that. How did you solve Dex? I just, all of my points are Dex. Because you can make any node Dex, so all my nodes are Dex. The reason it was a problem the other day, if you're remembering that, is because I was using maces, and maces require strength, and all of the mace skills require strength, and we're just not using them. Uh-oh. That's my boss.
Fear will best you.
Did I stun him twice? Or we need a new spear, or I don't know. It's so weird. Like, I don't know. This lightning spear thing is so weird to me. It's gonna get nerfed into the ground by next season. Like, it shouldn't chain off of walls at the very least. Because they've removed herald explosions cannot proliferate by themselves, so you can't just have like Herald of Ice explode across the whole screen, which is something melee could make use of. But because it can, like, Lightning Spear basically proliferates across the entire screen on its own. It's like the same thing. And if I don't use this skill, then there's no way for me to do that. It like fucking auto aims at everybody. Bone Shatter, Herald of Ash. Yeah. 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 I kind of was like enjoying Sunder. I am a big slam enjoyer. I don't know. I don't think... I just want to try something else on this character, and I don't know quite what. I'm thinking that spear skills are feeling pretty linear in that, like, there's some obvious answers on exactly what you should do. There aren't a lot of spear skills in general. But then it's the same thing for mace. There isn't a mace skill that is a strike that is just like a normal attack, other than like your actual default weapon. And if you want to do slams, you have like Sunder, Earthquake. I'm not gonna count Earth Shatter. It's really not like a slam in the way that I'm thinking, because it has like the whole. It's not in PoE 1. It's basically a slam. In this, it's a one tiny little pillar appears. I'm drowning in mana. Yeah, I'm gonna die. It's bad. I'm actually constantly suppressing my mana while I'm on stream to hide my true potential. And I do that for you guys. Supercharge? I do think Supercharge Slam is really cool. But especially because we're already a Titan, and then we would just take Aftershock. Every second slam is ancestrally boosted. Fuck that. That doesn't sound... Strike will strikes target 2 additional enemies? I was looking at a gem. There's a new support gem that was confusing me. And that might explain it. I saw Ancestral Call and I was like, this game doesn't have ancestors. Why would you use that? Apparently we do, on a 6-second cooldown. Let's see how that looks on Primal Strikes. Meow. Your maps have a chance to contain strong boxes. Why would you do that to yourself? I want to see more Rogue Exiles. I'm overlapping a bunch of Rogue Exile stuff here. I'm not seeing them very often. But I'm freaking scared of corrupted maps, dude. The corrupted monsters are so fucking strong. I'm so weak. I'm so fragile. What makes blue ancestral copies not the red slam empowerment? Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what's confusing. Is that if you hover over this one, if you hover over ancestral boost, it never used to have this strike skills will target. As far as I'm aware, that didn't exist in this game. So this one, yeah, every slam, it's only slams are being ancestrally boosted, so it's not strikes. And then the support gem I'm talking about is brand new with this patch, so it didn't exist before. So they like amended ancestral boost to include strikes. And it kind of surprised me because I read it and I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. So like my first strike here, you can see the blue charging up. I didn't see multiple copies of me attack. Strikes 2 additional targets. I didn't see any. Anybody see any? I feel like go into a normal map and test it with like they just added the strike part to the description. I am shocked that I don't think we're on the same page. I don't feel heard right now. I'm gonna put it on a strike skill that's less weird and see if I can notice it. Like actually just spear stab. Okay, I didn't see anything, but there's no other enemies near him. We got some default skeletons. I have ancestral boost. I'm turning off Belt of Thunder. Yo, wait, you're killing things? It's dealing damage. Chat, it's dealing damage. It's never done that before. Was there a hotfix? It dealt damage. A very small amount, but if that anything. Oh, I see it. They like flash blue for 1 second. Okay, that's really weird. Because it doesn't seem to... It didn't seem to trigger other effects. What's a skill that would go well on? again, so like when you use rake, does it show like multiple copies like dash? Because again, the weirdest thing I should test is quarterstaff. I do not know why whirling assault is a strike skill. So if you actually have like multiple dudes, that could be cool.
A lot of small hits and can be redirected as you move.
And then you would only use it every once in a while, every 6 seconds. I don't expect it to work, but like that's very specifically what they made the skill gem for, was to copy strikes. And I'm still like, nah, there's no way it's going to let me copy a strike. The PoE 2 devs, you've done a fucking number on my brain. You just sucked the dicks, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What is he even saying? I don't, a lot of this music I don't know. Spotify is just generating. I just trust Spotify. Lose yourself to, no. I don't think that's it. It can't possibly be it. I need to go like to Act 1 and get a like no requirement quarterstaff. I might have to like get a bunch of intelligence from somewhere to even be able to try the quarterstaff thing. Or maybe I just log on to standard and do it. It'd be easier. What with having a gemling man who can equip anything in the game and all. He's still talking about, I didn't suck the dick. I didn't. Come on. No, I didn't. Wasn't me. You're thinking of someone else. Are there any other words? No. Like a lot of them? Like how many? I've been playing Path of Exile 2 and nothing else for like 3 days. How could I have had the time? An emerald! One of the chaos emeralds. Dude, I got one of the chaos emeralds. Pin build up. Okay, time to play D4 open world. Coming in hot. Coming for you. There's still more. Oh my god. Time to go. Mods I have on my beast. This one is just like haste aura. Like this beast will be really good if they buff anything about beasts. Enraged, extra cold damage, haste aura. I have a bunch that are like, man, if minions dealt damage, this beast would be really good. But it's pretty much just a haste aura. Matter of fact, hold on, checking. There was like any updates from them or anything? Nar. Speak. Why do you speak? I just have like an, I don't know, I have an open jewel slot. I don't know, man. Okay, so I'm gonna test the thing. Guys, we're doing a big important test here. Everybody put your science goggles on. Everybody, I want you to get very sciencey right now. Quest number 1. We're going to Act 1. Going to Act 1 town to say, how did everything really turn out since I've been here? These goggles are too tight. Put on the little plastic gloves too. And stretch them all the way back and like snap them and like hold your hand up like this when you do it so everyone knows you're a scientist getting ready to work.
How can I help?
And do it straight into the camera and then smile and say,
I've collected these over time.
we're trying to sell product here.
The cleric
Okay.
will be just fine. See you.
Okay, now I need the lowest level gem possible that can also still get whirling strike. Which is level, I don't fucking know. Who knows? No matter what, 59 intelligence? That's a lot of intelligence. What is this bottom tier? How am I gonna get that much intelligence? How am I gonna get smarter? There's a 15. There's a 25. I need like an 11. 10. I only have a 12. Can't downgrade. Why would you ever want to
Whirling
downgrade?
slash hits enemies.
Not whirling slash. Okay, instead of tame beasts, we're gonna put whirling assault in here, which is always going to use my number 2 weapon, and then we are going to give it the ancestral call. Supported strike skills are ancestrally boosted. It's showing the ancestral boost. There's no way this works. There's absolutely no way this works. Despite it, but if it do, then I might hurt enemies, maybe. I don't know. Get off. Okay. They did. Oh, I think they spin in place. They didn't move forward. That's interesting. That's very interesting. How much damage does this thing do? Attack damage 93%. That's actually not bad for how often it hits. Times 3. Does two-handing a spear do anything? It would if you were capable of doing that. You can't do it. That's pretty quirked up. And then I also wanted to see Whirling Slash do the same thing. Where is it? Whirling Slash. Oh, it looked like the other one. I don't know. It had the blue stuff on it. Now this, I do not think is working. It is not. It's not even using the blue. It's like not consuming. I knew there'd be limitations. I'm just surprised the whirling spin one was not the limit. So here was one thing I was considering. It just consumed it. I think you guys are looking at a very different thing than I'm talking about. I don't mean it consumed. Are you guys talking about it consumed the whirl? That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, it's... I did see it go on cooldown. But now it's not. I don't know. Either way, I don't think it's actually working because it wouldn't make copies to do that final explosion. That doesn't make any sense. So let me see if there's any other weird edge cases that I'm not thinking of. From all gems, strike. The monk one, whirling assault, is definitely the weirdest. Rapid assault might be decent. That's it. That's it. I think just whirling assault, because it has the plus total of seconds attack time, so no matter what, you like don't want to be spamming that skill. But to get double copies of it and like put some utility stuff on it and do it occasionally. I had a... I mean, the only issue right now is that I want to use it in somewhere, but I just don't have any intelligence. I was thinking of respecking to do I mean, I could remove some of my strength, I think. Maybe like 4 points of strength into int. And then we could goof around. Might stick 3 of the spears. Yeah, maybe. Processing. Where the fuck was I have? I swear I bought a staff I intended to use. A 53 int. I'm never gonna like get to equip this. Okay. But then the gem itself is like 40, which is part of the issue. And not never, eventually, if I really, really, really wanted to. It could do anything I put my mind to. Oh yeah, we found that reliquary key. What's it? What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? How do you do these things again? I remember being so confused and trying to Google this. You gotta go to... No, that's not it. That's it. What am I gonna get? Ooh, monkey. They really make you walk this whole way? Okay. D4 without a horse. Epic. Leveling crossbow, yeah. I already got a good leveling crossbow, whatever. Nice. I should have sold it because I'm poor, but I was streaming when I found it. That's how they get you. You know, like 60 intelligence for Whirling Assault. Yeah, we would have to do like the full respec for it. Meow, 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 meow. Sorry, I think I'm a cat. When no one's looking, I'm thinking I'm a cat. It seems like it would be pretty decent on Armor Breaker as well if you were using it. Armor Break by itself is a little doinky. The fact that you could get it on Bone Shatter is kind of quirked up. Wonder if it triggers all the pops from theirs. A lot of times they don't seem to be triggering things. Like Primal Strikes is not, it's just doing the normal. Not shooting a beam. But I could equip a mace and use it that way, because I am Titan and heavy stunning, and then it would let me know just by equipping Bone Shatter when people are going to get heavy stunned. And then I could put the ancestral boost on it, killing Palm. It shouldn't generate power charges for me because I'm not the one killing them. It would give the power charges to the ancestors, presumably. I mean, unless it's totally fucking borked, maybe I should check. But it's hard to... I wish there was some logic in this game. Doesn't this one dash an enemy... Coating enemy in shards of ice? Couldn't you put multiple of these on it?
Enemies near the target of Shattering Palm will be covered in chunks of ice. If an enemy takes enough damage or dies, the ice will explode. Enemies
52 int required. Holy shit, I'm stupid. Meow, 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 meow. And I was also thinking of trying that. So like the plan was to do the whirly assault, which triggers there's the molten strike support gem now, that when you hit with a strike you summon the molten strike balls. And then because we are a titan, we can get more cooldown reduction on the tree than other people can. We can get like 90% cooldown reduction on the tree, so it's like a cooldown on when you summon molten strikes is 0.4 seconds. We could get down to about 0.2, and every hit of the whirly strikes would have a chance to trigger it. The molten strikes themselves didn't seem that strong though. And we can try and see if this killing palm gimmick works. I would want to try it with Shattering Palm, but again, I'm too dumb. Because what tier is it? Yeah, it's another, like, why is this an end of the game skill? I don't even know. I've never seen anyone use it. I think it got nerfed though. I really don't know. It's really strong with the ice monk? Okay. I didn't play much of it, I'll believe. Ancestral call. Okay, then I'm gonna go to like real act 1 so that it'll always kill on hit. Where's... Oh no, I have thorns. Oh no, I have thorns. Yeah. Oh no, it gave me 2 power charges. That's insane. I would not have expected them to allow that. So keep that in mind when they add the frenzy charge strike skill for Huntress coming soon. That will be really strong. I'm forgetting you use power charges on like one skill that I can remember, which is the slam I had been using. Is that a Ster guarantee? Yeah, no, I think it'll be one of the strongest things in the whole game. The frenzy charge thing, just the fact that they're adding an easier way to get frenzy charges, because they even nerfed combat frenzy so you get less, because it was too strong to get frenzy charges. Combat frenzy could give you 1 every 1 second. Too strong. But now they're adding a way to guarantee you can get potentially multiple on kill. It's a pretty big deal, because all the Deadeye bow skills scale on them like a crazy amount. So was there anything else? Pam. It's only going to matter for staggering palm if I have a quarterstaff. Because it gives the buff to quarterstaffs, which I was considering using, and then like I was explaining the whole molten strike thing, but then I would ultimately also be able to get does it show it in this video?
Staggering palm can be used to stun an enemy.
It probably
with a
shows it in the
nearly
other
full
video.
Stun meter. Enemies that are vulnerable to staggering palm have this indicator on them. If you successfully stun them, you will shoot wind projectiles from your attacks for a short time.
Yeah. So it gives you crazy wind projectiles after you stun someone. I stun people really easily, and you summon 3 guys. And then Whirling Assault
Whirling Assault
shoots
deals
them
a
in
lot
like
of
every
small
direction
hits
all the
and can
time.
be redirected as you move.
I wonder... No, my
It's
dudes
very
probably wouldn't
effective
get
when
the buff.
combined with skills that trigger off each attack, such as staggering palm.
And then it would also be shooting molten strikes
Whirling
out of
Assault
that
deals a lot of small hits.
little
and can be
baby
redirected
cyclone.
as you move. It's very effective when combined with skills that trigger off each attack.
Anyway, that's something to consider if I'm gonna respec. I think I need to like just progress a bit more and get a wee bit stronger. Well, just a wee bit stronger. Every single frenzy charge effect nerfed. This is the domino of them. Every time they add a class, you're going to have more options, and there's going to be less and less in their control, and they're going to realize like we can't balance. We tried to split everything up into all these weird little boxes, but we can't. So like in the future, any character I make, Act 1, I'm getting a disengage gem and I'm backflipping through the campaign. Because it's the only mobility skill. But then when they add like Shadow's gonna have a mobility skill, and it's just gonna creep up to the point where it's like we never wanted people to be able to do these things. But it's inevitable. I'm stuck, bro, I'm stuck. I'm yapping. I'm not using my melee attack. All of my auras are turned off because of the testing. It's bad. It's bad. I'm surprised that like everything ended. I was like confused. I still have Killing Palm turned on. Oh yeah, I was gonna get Combat Frenzy. And then make one skill Electrocute would be better than, I had more space now to put on War Banner. And are there any weird support gems that make that even better? And then I'm going back to town. I have can turn one of my lightning skills into Electrocute, which is going to be the melee because it can't shock anyway. And then we're going to generate a bunch of frenzy charges and then play this class the way it was meant to be played, with lightning spear only. Oh, hold up.
Yes.
Or Twister. Twister got bug fixed apparently. Those are all the weird spirit reservations. It's just profusion, okay. I'm trying so hard to find like weird interactions. It's been hard to find any. Yeah. Yeah, Twister, every single Twister added more damage every... It was weird. Oh, yeah, no, I'm generating frenzies. And then my spear is ridiculous and it screen clears 700 times. Okay, hold on, focusing on the game. I'm also like still testing the... hold on, I'm testing! I'm saying I'm testing! How this palm strike is working. Yeah, it seems to fairly consistently target an additional one. Because the skill does have it like coded so it tries to kill people that it can killing palm. The ancestors like should not have collision, so maybe they can just go to the guy they want to get by minion hurting, or was that just a... Was that just because I was on a low level map and I forgot? I don't know how consistently I'm shocking things or electrocuting. You need a lot more lightning damage to like electrocute than shock. Because I'm not really often seeing myself get too many frenzy charges. I am right next to some electrocute stuff on the skill tree. That's probably really good because of the Titan buffing it as well. Oh, this one increased electrocute buildup is just 2 points away. I thought there was a whole other... Oh, these are all the way over here. It's not much though. It's so crazy, like, what I'm doing. There was like 5 buffs planned that they talked about specifically, or things they really wanted to change about characters in their announcement. Minion damage, and they're buffing lightning spear. It's like my entire character is supposed to be stronger. I really know how to pick them. And again, not that I think lightning deserves it. It really doesn't. You know what's happening? I'm seeing it now. They made parry stronger, I think. I'm heavy stunning things just by parrying them sometimes. And then because on heavy stun, monsters roll away from you, the disengage is unable to hit them, and then I never get the frenzy charge for doing it. Because by the time I do it, they've rolled away. Jesus Christ. I just feel like I'm getting like pushed. Endlessly pushed by everything. Bro, can we get that big sword move? No. Oh man, around the time Affliction League came out and they added the new Wildwood area, and Wildwood was obviously a Path of Exile 2 thing. Which is Freythorn with the King in the Mists. We had like a whole league themed around that stuff using its content in PoE 1. They had all the witches that like cast frogs and shit. I thought for sure, I was like, oh man, these are like a showcase into the cool shit we're gonna be able to do with spells in PoE 2. Chaos spells are gonna go hard when you summon frog. Yeah, we got ED Contagion. That's it. And the most castrated Hex Blast imaginable. Streamer, was it necessary to say castrate it? Yes. They done did it. Them, not me. Act 6 in PoE and I can't stop dying. What are your resistances, Buster? Because right when you get to Act 6, or is it 5, your resistances go down, and that's typically the reason why you'd be dying. Kind of a tough guy. So let me take this killing palm off. I haven't used Fangs of Frost one time.
Fangs of Frost
Curious.
an enemy with
Why would you? You need the frenzy charge.
Hitting an enemy after parrying them will cause an explosion of.
Just want to see how that interaction works with the ancestor. I'm just doing some weirdo testing. Okay. Looking good. How many hours I got in this game? I don't use the Steam client. I have no idea. Path of Exile 1, I have a literal lifetime. Yeah, this game, not that much. I only played one character in season 1. It's probably... I don't really like trust the time played on characters because I like leave the game open a lot and aren't actually playing. So like one day, that sounds wildly. Nah, I was gonna say around. No, it's probably a little lower than that. So like, I'll say 30 hours this season. Maybe 50 last season. Is this game gooder than D4? I was gonna say this season's a little rough, but I remember back when D4 first came out in early access, people kept saying you're not allowed to compare D4's early access to Path of Exile 1 because Path of Exile 1 has existed for longer. So I think the same must apply here, actually. In that you're not allowed to compare PoE 2 to 1. I've been fucking up all day. So yeah, no, this game's good. I think right now it is certainly worth like a playthrough. Path of Exile 1 is the GOAT. And it's too easy to compare to because it is literally PoE 2. Literally. I need a tame beast on the ready. Oh, also, I'd seen people saying this too. The Spear of Solaris skill that requires you to like stun enemies, and you can only use every once in a while. I mean, right now I'm curious like how fast I would charge that, considering I have heavy stun Titan. That was kind of one of the plans, but I used the skill once and it was awful. I didn't like it at all. But if it were ever going to work, it would be on the heavy stun Titan, man. Does it get any? Are we recommending any weird gems? This song has like this song that right in my ear is like someone is. I'm in the dentist's office. I was getting drilled. It shouldn't need accuracy because of what it is. So I get that suggestion's making a lot of sense. Crypt complete next map. That map, I was on that map talking about shit. That was a like 15-minute map completion. Hell yeah. Percent chaos damage on the passive tree would improve the chaos damage of my minions. No, they only benefit from things that specifically say to minions. Your minions aren't you. They wish they were.
They're swarming. Fear will best you.
It's not even killing anything. I guess the only damage I put it on it is when it's like further. Like the initial impact seems like it does a lot, but then this like beam over time really doesn't do anything. I suspect that if you fully invested in like area of effect for attacks, that you could get it to be pretty massive. But because it's a projectile, you can't like war cry it or anything. Yeah, I can get to use it pretty often. I just don't know why I would want to. Rough. You also can't see your screen when you use it. Like, I need to isolate a rare or go fight a boss and show you their health bar. Like, you can clearly see how much nothing it does. I mean, still more damage than my minion. So there's that. Not to shit talk my minion. I don't mean it. I apologize. But it's no lightning spear that you get to use without a cooldown. I don't know that I've done a single logbook in this game ever. It also like increase skill effect duration. You probably just have it be active for a very long time. But truly the not being able to see the screen thing destroys any hope of doing that reliably. I'm giving him a nice tan. Pretty surprised by how rarely I'm electrocuting even just like random normal monsters. I felt like pretty much every pack I would have got one. It takes a lot of hits. Oh no, he's where I came from. Big fan of the tickle beam. You just want me to use it on you.
Steel yourself.
Tickle beam coming in. Not bad. I feel like if I invested in it, if I put some Solaris Beam stocks in, yeah, I really don't even have like damage on it. Yeah, more damage as fire. I hate being tickled, I swear. Sure. Sure. It's not what you were saying last night. Pick up those bergs, dude. 1,000, 10,000 bergs? I could be satiated with just one. Just get all of this out of my inventory. Okay, this map has a boss. I'm gonna beam the boss. Yo, who took my maps out of my inventory? And what was that? Okay. Beam the boss. A weakling is a weakling still, even in numbers. God, every fucking time, my brain, I'm just programmed. I need a settings update. Keep an eye out for any weird beasts. This is quite the beastly map. I walked right by that essence. We'll be back. We'll have to backtrack anyway. Honestly, Combat Frenzy is like really not doing anything. And I'm losing a damage support on my melee to do it. It's like twice per map, get a frenzy charge. I think they made electrocute harder to get. It was always pretty hard to get, but I know it, in the patch notes it said they nerfed, if we were to go to the pin route, pin is like 58% harder to get than it was before as well, because they really hated Combat Frenzy. Because it got you frenzy charges too easy, and now they're instantly caving and giving you Hunter's frenzy charges in the next patch. Goblins. Fucking goblins. Dude, how come there's no goblins in this game? Forget all the other shit I've been saying. Where are the goblins? Oh no, the goblin troop. Oh no, they even fucked up goblins. What an easy win. Oh no, wait a minute. I thought I had an easy dub there. Add goblins. No, they messed it up. That's not a good look. I think the real thing is that I have no other aura to put on anyway. It's like I might as well have Combat Frenzy. Or no, you can do all the passives. There's a lot of really good passive support gems now that cost spirit. I should just do those. Like, what do we have here? Like what do we have? Man, it's annoying to look at it on Herald of Thunder, though. So actually, let's put back you. Pause the game? Dude, the game's paused, Mom. I can't come downstairs. Game can't pause, Mom. I'm a vitality enjoyer. 50% attack damage on low life. 2% life on kill is insane. And then I still have enough for the life regen and whatever. I do precision. The ugliest Poe monster. You really want me to shit talk monsters? Kind of like monsters. I mean, ugly by what standard? I think ugly monsters are cute. I'm like the wrong person for this.
Steel yourself.
And I missed that checkpoint by a millimeter. Just say chat's mom or something. I was initially going to do that, but I thought it was a little bit much because they were a first-time chatter if I really went too hard on John 181818181. But at chat's collective mom, I don't know, maybe that would have helped. Okay, next room, you're getting the spear, because this guy has such weird, like, damage immunity phases.
Rage all you want, beast.
He moved out of it. I mean, even Titan's more damage against heavy stunned enemies is exactly when you would do it. You'd stun a boss and then like throw it on top of them. I think it's got some potential. It's just such a flashy animation for the nothing damage. Last, would you go for a Thorns build? Probably Gemling Legionnaire. As I think the quality on Spearfield and maybe even the Caltrops are pretty decent. Thorns is such like a generic thing. And they're kind of just generically good at generic things. I find it hard to believe it wouldn't be them. But I also, they're like my favorite. Like my favorite little boo-boos. Trying to think, like the warriors, are the warriors even like tanky? Titan gets a lot of armor. I know you can get like Thorns copy your critical hit chance or damage, and then maybe Amazon because Amazon's busted. I haven't like delved too deep into the Thorns mechanics. But I know now the major things would be Spearfield and... Is Spearfield it and Caltrops? Quill Burst. I forget what that one does. But I think because it's ultimately just like Spear Field, it might be Amazon because of the crit stuff. Would be another good angle. Oh, the crag appeared under me. I never saw it. I think. I don't know. I'm out here pondering how to do a Thorns build without knowing how Thorns works. I'm like really trying to max out the brain power. And remember. If you channel, you get 15% of mana as Lightning Thorns. Yeah, that seemed really strong. But what are you going to do? Channel Flame Blast every 15 seconds? Oh, it was these electrocutes. I knew there was. Okay, hold up. Channel Perfect Strike. Tricky because then you still have to be a mana based build and you would want to benefit from having a bunch of mana, so you'd still want to go like Archmage. I mean, you could channel Perfect Strike. I don't think it would be as good in that setup.
Yes.
Meow 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 meow. I'm meowing. I need a new spear so bad, dude. That is what I really freaking need. I don't think I have another 1 point I can take off.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, did I never fix my spear? It has electrocute on it still. Bro, he's a dumbass. Supported skills cannot inflict elemental ailments, which I put on here. How was I ever generating frenzy charges then? Because I was still generating frenzy charges. Like the spirits might like not count as, I don't know. That's the even weirder part. I need damage from somewhere. I'm starting to run out of gems. Oh no, there's a... I have to go back to town again. There's... What is it? Retreat? If I've used a ranged attack recently. Or pursuit. I think I'm using one or the other. Dude, this is where the game gets a little sus. And I need to figure out where each gem is. Yeah, I think it's pursuit and I don't have one. Lightning Thorn support. I was thinking of going like hazards with the spear field to help my tame beast was one of my original plans. I really could have saved myself so much like build theory crafting if I knew tame beast didn't deal damage. I thought that it would be hard to scale the damage, but not that no matter what you did, it would never be able to hurt anything ever. I wish I knew that. Fire Trail was doing nothing for my beast. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that one beast in particular. I ended up getting another fire trail later and tested it, and it was dealing damage, just not a lot. If you get it on a really big minion, the fire trail is smaller than the minion themselves. It was really just inconsistent to get it to work for the amount of damage it was doing. Ow. I haven't seen a lot of Chaos Orb drops. I feel like I haven't heard that sound at all. I feel like I should just be putting Electrocute on the spear itself. When it kills things, I'm never meleeing anyway. I still haven't gotten one since I switched the gems. Like this whole time, as far as I've seen. I've been wailing on rares and just looking to see when I get an Electrocute, and it's never happening. Didn't get one. With the tree investment.
This was made by a skilled.
I'm not getting a lot of drops of anything. I feel like I've had, I mean, I can look. I've got the Pilfering Ring. 9 alchemy orbs ever. Ever. But on the trade market, you can get 2 alchemy orbs per 1 exalt, but I've found 24 exalts. And 7 chaos orbs. Ever.
What is it?
Hello there.
Ever. I'm gonna do what I said and see every wrong button. If I can get Electrocutes from the spear throws, I'd have to get it in like one hit. I think I just did. Yeah, every once in a while I am. But it's weird because there's a cooldown on Combat Frenzy, so the second empowered spear I throw is only going to generate a frenzy if I like wait. So I'm waiting. And it did. I heard a crazy person theory that they like built this patch. So like last season, they had one of the first patches was buffing the amount of currency that dropped in the early game. And the madman theory was that they built this patch on top of the version of the game that didn't include that hotfix. And I'm willing to believe it. But also they did nerf like Magic Find in some esoteric way. Unknowable esoteric, who could possibly ever know? Oh yeah, no, I know this map layout now. But it's not up here. That pair of gloves that makes all of your damage electrocute is probably expensive in it. Dude, I need a new spear. Someone at least sell one of the higher tier bases. Like
Quicken your pace.
I should really do the initial quests that they fucking tell you to do. Dude, he's still telling me to travel to the first Nexus at Monolith. I just wanted to do maps. Leave me alone.
Glorp.
Okay, I was wondering if the new Doriani quest, if he like needed you to actually do that. Travel to the corrupted nexus. Yeah, my game was goofed and I died on the first one that it put near the spawn. So which one is a nexus? That. Okay. To go all the way around, I think.
I know who I am.
Yeah, why did he do that? Why? What is he glorping to? Why would he do that? Like, if I'm one-shotting a lot of enemies right now with lightning spear, and my spear could potentially be dealing like double the damage, my shit would speed up so much. You're a rare. Lorp. Lorp. Uh-oh. PvP. I got invaded. I got invaded. Stun. I hit him with that stun. Yo, I just started yesterday on season 2. Poke? Did you ever play Path of Exile 1? That shouldn't be the first thing you say when someone tells you they started playing PoE 2. A lot? Oh, never got to mapping. Yikes, champ. Well, in PoE 2, you're probably also never gonna get to maps. Would be less likely. Poke, I think you were in my dream last night. I can't remember why. But I think we were just on the couch watching TV, and that was like it. It was a very boring dream. We should hang out? You did say you were going to tell me where you were when we streamed Overwatch. I never did. No. No. You didn't. Little pup. There's a lot of particles on my screen. Dude, fucking 1515 Main Street? Guys, that's where he's at. Find him and sell him Girl Scout cookies. Now. Kill all. How is it still not revealing? the last boys. Walking there now. I'm on it. I think I really need to start going to play the ping pongs again, but like for real, like I've talked about it, but like for real, I think I need to enter a new ping pong arc, or at least give it another attempt. But I need to get out and do something. That seems like a solid something. No pong paddles on the battle station review. Amateur mistake. Holy shit, I missed every rare on this map. Yo, open up.
Tower.
Jim? Jim's kind of boring. I want to hit the ball. I had chunk arc where I chunked up. Log lifting. But I think it was just fun because of the people that were around, and the main person that was also into like strongman stuff moved away. So I don't know. I'd rather not. Just leave it at that. I obviously had more to say. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Oh, the rogue exiles you kill have things socketed in their gear a lot of the time. I was like, where the hell did that come from?
Go on.
I was like, and then I was like, you know, and then I was like, you know,
Time is of the essence.
and I was like, eh.
They are watching you from beyond this world.
Hold on, I was peeping. I think I'm probably just gonna go eat some dinner soon. I think I'm gonna eat some dinner soon. I don't expect too much to change with this character for a bit, I think. Maybe try and see. I haven't done any of the corrupted nexuses. Maybe just go over to that map real quick, see what's going on over there, say hello to the corrupted boys. There should be unique corrupted bosses. That'll probably just be some PoE 1 boss I already know. Where do you play ping pong? Chat, don't all come find me at where I play ping pong. You know what I mean? Do not seek. What the heck was that? Is he like an additional projectile and they're all gonna explode? No. Want to rant about ping pong versus table tennis? Not really. Here, fine. Here's the rant. Ping pong is technically a different sport than table tennis. But if you talk to another human being in real life and you say table tennis, and I have, like, oh yeah, I play table tennis, the next thing that person will always say is, table tennis? You must take it like real serious if you're going to like fucking table tennis. Like, kind of weird. You mean ping pong, right? I've gotten that reaction like 4 times. So I say ping pong now. It's literally not what are you on about? It literally is. Literally is. Ping pong is an entirely different league and sport where you're not allowed to use any of the more advanced rubbers that people use in table tennis now, and they still call it ping pong. So they use like the old school sandpaper paddles. It's pretty much just like a lot of regulations on what's allowed. It's kind of like softball and baseball, I guess would be the appropriate way to call it, and say like softball is a different sport is where I'm coming from. It's not like I don't know, they are. They're just basically the same. My favorite Teletubby? All of them in a circle around me, pointing like I'm the sun. They all 4 of them treat me like I am the sun. I need to stop letting those guys do that to me. Not the Teletubbies, that monster. All playing different Twitch streams on their bellies. Dude, I hope one of the Teletubbies is watching my stream. But not the part where that song kept saying that I was sucking all of the dicks. I didn't like that. That was weird. Here, I'm just trying to get the wisp out of here. Okay, there's a guy right there. Because I don't want it to empower. Ah, regenerates life, but it's not a beast. I want it so bad. I want it so bad.
It's treasure you're up.
Got him.
Feel my wrath.
I feel like there's still a cooldown on that. So you have to heavy stun enough enemies to be able to use it again. But I swear immediately after I use it, I'm gaining no charge on it. That's like preventing it being built. I must confirm. Next map, or like next group of monsters, I need to go full on sicko mode and try and like build 2 in a row and see how quickly it can happen. I'm just like forgetting. I don't even, it's not like a main part of what I'm doing. I'm just curious. If the skill ever got buffed or anything, I'd like to use it in theory. Yeah, campaign was... No, they made the campaign a little bit easier in patches. I don't know how it feels now. But I know it's taking a lot of people like 20-ish hours. It realistically should not have felt that long. But on a first playthrough, it's probably still going to be like 20 to 30. Depending on how much you're reading and how much you're like picking up every piece of loot and reading. I wasn't expecting the difficulty to be like different and as weird as it was. So otherwise I wouldn't have chosen like to do spears on a warrior from my fucking playthrough. Or like all the weird stuff I had done in the beginning. Blair. Dude, it's Duck Thursday. Wait, I got it. It's Duck Thursday. Bro, I think this Nexus is like more like how long that map took to walk in circles and find all of the rares. I have to do Mesa to put tablets in, ideally. Then do this, then do this. Then do that, then do that. So for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5 maps. To go fight a boss. Or no, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be faster. I kind of just want to go eat dinner, man. I think I'm gonna go eat dinner. Stay up corrupting my nexuses. Yeah. This may be the last PoE 2 stream. A slight chance of Ster 2 streams of it, but I think I'm gonna need to like really come up with an interesting build angle to go for.
I was really hoping it was Duck Thursday.
No, sorry, Vegeta, it's not Duck Thursday. I'm so sorry. So there might be some on the alt channel, and then me and Germa actually are going to do a little bit of co-op. Should still be on for this Friday. To do early game. Probably. Which I'm curious to see how it's rebalanced, and I've still never done any co-op in this game to see how that feels. Dude, big subs at the end of the stream. All right. 5 more hours, 1 for each sub gift.